Hey, Seka, what you doing?
Just farming half stamina.
Yeah, but, what stage?
Dude, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
I just want to make sure I'm doing the right stage overnight. Seka? Oh, do I farm stage 1?
The one where you need awakening materials.
Oh. So what do I farm?
Still 5 a.m. I'll make a video.
Love you.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. For this one, we're going to be going over half stamina, talking about how you can be efficiently using half stamina in order to get the most gains, in order to make sure you have enough for the entire week in AP pots. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So farming on half stamina may seem like a very, very simple thing, and a lot of you be like, oh, you know what, I just need chalices, I'll farm stage 1, I'll farm stage 2, no big deal, and then I'll just get what I need and I'll have just the chalices I need. You are doing it wrong. So basically the reason you're doing it wrong is because by doing that, you're farming a stage really, really quickly while trying to only get chalices. And that's not the only thing you need for awakening for characters, especially when you're awakening lots and lots of characters. And the reason that's not a good idea just to farm one stage for these dark chalices that I got, big pog by the way. You can see here, I did 25 runs on half stamina and I got 1 chalice. But I also did get a lot of other things. I got different rewards down here for stage 1. And the most things I got were awakening parts for stage 1. So was 25 runs at this for 3 AP pots worth of chalices. This is like less than an hour. This is 40 minutes or so. 3 AP pots every 40 minutes is, you know, pretty expensive, especially when you're considering half stamina. And the reason that's really expensive is because I'm doing the stage very quickly, but I'm not getting everything that I need. So I'm gonna go to my characters and you can kind of see what I mean. I look great. All right, we're gonna go to Gallon here, and I'm gonna go over to Gallon's awakening character. So you can see here, I have about 31 of these awakening materials, 173 of these awakening materials, and 106 of these. So that means on stage 1, I've pretty much capped on what I need. Go to stage 2, I have 48 of these, 89 of these, and 75 of these. So you can see I've also kind of capped on stage 2. Stage 3, I have pretty good awakening materials as well. Stage 4, it starts to get way more sparse. So when I look at stage 4, you can see I'm missing a lot more resources than I am on stage 1. So on stage 1, 2, and 3, because you're gonna farm those for attack gear, HP, attack, and defense gear already, if you're gonna be farming out your gear, you don't really, hey, what's up, thanks for the follow. You don't really need to keep farming these. And if you keep farming these stages, you're actually gonna put yourself at a disadvantage because you're farming for way too many things that you don't actually need. You can see on stage 4, because I need so much more, stage 5 is even more in disparity, and stage 6 probably is the most in disparity. I really recommend splitting up your stages to stages 4, 5, and 6, because that's where you're gonna need a lot more of your awakening materials. Don't farm stage 1, 2, and 3, because you're gonna get that stuff just by farming the gear that you need naturally. Farm stages 4, 5, and 6.
Do I do my raids and other things during half stamina?
You mean like your dailies?
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely do all your dailies, guys. Very, very important to do every daily, especially during the days with half stamina. Even though there's half stamina going on this stage, this is the most stamina efficient thing you can do is any of the dailies that you get for the rewards that you're getting. You should definitely be spending time doing the SP dungeon as well to make sure you get all those rewards. And don't skip out on the gold stages if you're going to be doing them. It's very valuable to do any of the stages that you get that when they pop up. All right, next up we got equipment stages. And equipment stages are pretty simple as far as what you need to farm. You need to farm stages 1, 2, and 3 for the actual gear. But what's really, really annoying is that when you're doing the boss battle stages, you're only going to be getting 3 of the awakening materials that you're going to need. You can see here with the boss battle stages, I'm actually only going to be getting 3 of my awakening materials I'm going to need, and the other ones I'm going to need, which are going to be the ones right here for that sharp spike or whatever I may need, those are actually going to be only available on equipment stages. When people ask me, hey, should I be grinding out equipment? I say yes, but then they always default, of course, to stages 1, 2, and 3 for the equipment they actually need to farm. If you are done and you have your equipment sets and you have your attack defense pieces and HP defense pieces already farmed, you don't need to farm stages 1, 2, and 3 anymore. You actually need to be farming stages 4, 5, and 6 in order to get yourself the awakening materials that you need to acquire for awakening your characters after chalices. That you're actually going to be farming on the highest difficulty because that's also going to give you the SSR Bro, these raids. So that is going to give you a 3% chance, of course, getting an SSR piece and give you a 27% chance of getting any of these other pieces that you actually need. It does give you the awakening materials that you need, of course, and that's very, very important to get because these awakening materials cannot be farmed on the boss stages. If I go over to the boss stage here, dude, these fucking raids, stop. If I go over to the boss stage here, you can see I can get the magical robe from stage 6. I can get the red knighthood. I get the royal gifts. Dude, why do they have such complicated fucking names? A fucking piece of paper. I can farm the red and the blue parchments, but I can't farm the green parchment. Oh my god, these raids, bro. But I can't farm the green parchment there. I also cannot farm this awakening material, which is the high rank mage mask. I cannot farm these on the boss stages. I actually have to farm them on the equipment stages. So what I have to do is on the half stamina equipment stages, I actually have to go back and then farm these on chapter 6 whenever half stamina equipment's out during the day. And then overnight, oh my god, these raids, dude. Oh my god, you guys are too on top of your shit. Dial it back. I'm gonna have to rotate through all of these and make sure I do the missions to get the guaranteed SSR piece and just keep rotating through the stages through chapters 4, 5, and 6 in order to get that all done. So when you're farming food stages or equipment stages, one of the things to remember is the difficulty rating you're gonna be fighting at. If I go over to any food stage here, I'm not going to be farming on the highest difficulty. I'm going to be farming on the lowest difficulty. The reason you want to farm on the lowest possible difficulty is because on the lowest possible difficulty, we actually have, look at this, for the 100% drop rate, you get a bronze box, you get any of the rewards that you can get. On the highest difficulty, you can get up to 3 for any of them at a 2% chance, by the way. You have a 20% chance of getting these at a silver box and then a 78% chance. So you don't get so many boxes that it actually matters to go for the gold chests here. Farming on the highest difficulty doesn't really get you a lot. And then the really nice thing is on the lowest possible difficulty, if we go into the stage, you can actually just run the whole stage. You can see here with one character. And by running the stage with just one character on the half stamina stages for food, you're actually able to do the stages much quicker because it's not able to allocate the cards for the other 2 slots. And it only has to do the animations for one card merging animation. And you can see my rewards at the very end. I got 2 mushrooms as well as a leaf. Let's say I got 3 drops on the previous, on the hardest difficulty. 80% of the time, they're gonna be at the same drop level as this. 20% of the time, I might get a drop that might be 2 of these. And then 2% of the time, I might get an SSR level drop where it's 3 of one of these slots. Is that worth the extra 3 stamina per on? Fuck no! Overnight farm uses such a minimal amount of overnight stamina that you actually don't use a lot of ability point potions. And because you're using such a minimal amount of ability point potions, that actually gives you maximum rewards when you go into the final thing, which is going to be, of course, book farming. And book farming, you're of course going to be doing for 2 reasons. One, you need books for your awakening for your characters. And the second thing for it, hey Seka, how you get so much gold? You sell the books. You go to the books, you max the book, you sell the book. Really, you just sell the books. Look at that, 444,000 gold for half a stack. Wow. And look, I still have 99 of them. Oh look, I found some more books. Oh, I should probably save some. 400,000. Nice. Farming books, gold, easy. You need gold on the books on the half stamina days. The last time we did book grinding on the half stamina stage, I think I burned about, last time there was a half stamina books, I think I burned about 120 ability point potions, and I only have about 140 this go around. So what is the most important to me as a player is to make sure that I have enough AP potions for when I want to do half stamina books. If I want to do half stamina books, I get the most out of it. So it's very, very important to me to make sure that I have enough B pots to farm gold. It's actually less important for me as a player to be farming for chalices. And the reason it's much less important for me to farm for chalices is because, if you can see my box, I already have a significant portion of characters built out for chalices already. What I know from the Japanese version is that, oh, chalices are really important to farm for awakening characters. You get a lot of gear stones out of it, and it's really valuable overall. It's the best, efficient farming that you can do. But personally, I need anvils the most to progress in the game. And the thing that I can get anvils the most from, as well as hammers and other things that are coming out later, is gold. Gold is the best resource for me as a player. So I have to make a choice. Do I farm more on the boss stages in order to get more chalices, as well as more blue stones for my characters and awakening materials for my characters? Or do I farm books for gold? Between the two, it's very, very difficult to decide what you want to spend your AP pots on. And as a player, you have to decide that is really where you want to be. If you have infinite levels of AP pots because you do buy AP pots every single day, every single week, you can do both. I probably am going to be farming at least 8 hours a day on half stamina chalices because the last time it came around, when it was out for a whole week, I actually blew through so much half stamina farming that you can see I just have a crap load of 6 stars. And I'm not really worried about building out too many other characters. Last question I get for farming 4 half stamina stages is what food do I use? The only days that you're gonna be using any kind of food are on today, which is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which is for the boss battles. And for that, you're gonna be running gold food. And as you can see, I'm completely out of milk. But essentially, you want to know what your gold food is. It's going to look like these ones down here. I honestly did not farm enough. I only have 210 of these, what are they called? Honey puddings. I only have 210 puddings and then another 19 over here. You're only going to use these on the boss stages because they give about 6,000 gold per run, and this will double that up, so you're getting 12,000 gold per run. The only other stages where you would want to even consider doing it, of course, are the SP dungeon stages, and that only gives you 2,400 gold. And if it gives you double gold, it's only doubling the 2,400. The only stage that's actually worth using gold puddings on, any puddings on, is the boss stages, which are happening today. And unfortunately, since the boss stages happen first, you have to pre-farm gold food prior to the boss stages coming out. Damn, Ellie, you look fucking bored. You hungry? Yeah, I got you, fam. Here you go. You want some pudding, bro? Hey, that's not pudding. Fuck, dude, how do I record 25 minutes on these basic ass topics? All right, guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, you guys have a choice to make this week. If you're really low on ability point potions and you really don't want to pull anymore, you have to choose what is the most important to you between some of the different half stamina overnight farming. You can actually go with chalices if you're really low on chalices and awake materials. You can go with food and equipment, or you can go with books for gold. If you need all 3 of them like most players do, you're gonna have to divvy up your ability point potions between the 3 in order to make yourself have the most rewards. You can see infinity farming on any of these stages may not be the best choice for you as a player depending on where you are between free to play, budget player, as well as big whaling, which is you're just gonna farm everything. And we're all fucking jealous. Again, of course, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.